right. The only thing that's coming to mind is housekeeping. I've already pushed record and I'm not a very good editor, so I guess I'll keep that for the end of class. Some other stuff. And, other than that, guys, let's think. Welcome. Moving into the new moon. I'll say Mercury is in retrograde, and you know, whether you knew that or not, it doesn't matter. But if you felt a little depleted lately, then we can always blame that on Mercury retrograde. And so I just share that with you. You know, sometimes we feel these things and we don't know where it's coming from, or I'm just feeling anxious and I don't know why, and all of that. Is, you know, energies make a difference. So there we go. And energies, that's the flow of practice, right? We're just moving energies. So as I was contemplating class this morning, and I was thinking, you know, like, well, Marta and Sharon have been coming to classes for, I think we're like almost at 10 years, you guys. Like, I feel like it was, yeah, we're close. We're very close. And, you know, 10 years ago, what we would do in class and what we're doing now is very different. And I do kind of reflect back on, you know, the old ways are still good ways. There's still a lot of value in that, but it's very different. Sometimes I reflect and I'm like, oh, maybe, you know, we come back to that and bring some of that back in. And I don't know. So this is kind of where I'm like here, feeling the old and the pull of the new. And the pull of the new is that more moving the energy. I feel like when we first come to yoga too, it's about really getting into the body. And I say this, you know, we're speaking English, but even when you first come to yoga and it's like, put your right foot here, move your right thigh muscle back, and you're like, what? I don't even know what that means. And it's really like learning a language. And then the change is into the energies and into like really going, you know, feeling what's happening deep inside you and go, oh, you know, if my back is sore, if I pull my belly in, maybe I can open things up. It's that deep internalized shift. So that's my thinking for class today. Okay, whatever that unfolds to be, we'll find out. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Take a full inhale, lengthen. Exhale this breath. Close your eyes, bow your chin. Feel yourself settling into your seat. The seat of the yogi, one who has arrived here to move, to breathe, to flow, to move energy and to feel deep inside the effects of years of practice. And just before we move on from here, just scan yourself quickly. And as you feel things drop and settle, on your next inhalation, re-lengthen, lift your chin. And exhale this breath as you are. Take a nice full breath in through your nose. Release it through your mouth. We'll open practice and chant Om 3 times. Inhale. Bow your chin, place your hands on your thighs, lift your chin, open your eyes. Okay, All right, guys, so we are going to come back to sitting, but we're going to take a little downward dog interlude just to stretch the legs. So again, if downward dog is not where you want to be, just go to hands and knees, stretch your legs back one at a time. As you take downward facing dog, it's really engaging your hands, your fingers. Notice if your arms feel kind of loosey-goosey, and you press from the shoulders to the wrists. Yes, and then feel your heart space, and kind of lift it up a little bit so we support the shoulders. Pressing the thighs back, and find any movement here if you want to walk your feet or wag your tail, or even just settling. And then staying here, I'm going to offer one more movement. So maybe as you inhale, you lift your head and take your eyes up. And as you exhale, you just tuck the chin. Let's do that 2 more times. Doing that with me. Yes. And then we'll just walk feet forward or hands back and find your forward fold in whatever way feels good and works for you. The dog's throwing her ball at me. So just take your feet as wide as you like, just to release the head. Dropping the head below the heart is not good for you. Then put your hands on blocks or hands at the wall. That's it. And take 2 more breaths here. Stay in this forward fold. Your feet are going to stay flat. Just walk your hands forward here. Knees bent or straight. It really doesn't matter. And then we'll just shift ourselves forward and back a few times just to almost, really get into the legs right away. Yes. Good. Nice. Okay, so I did say we're going to come back to sitting. So we find my way back to downward facing dog. Okay. And we'll hang out in dog 2 breaths. Drop in. And we'll come back to seated and sit on your bolster, your blanket, whatever you like, and we'll go cross-legged. Sit however you like. On support, I'm on a blanket. That's a blanket. Good. Okay. Take your hands to your thighs. Once you're here, just give your thighs a little, oh, I love thighs. I love you. You're the perfect size for thighs. And then give your knees some love. Good. I say that because, we always criticize our thighs. Good. Okay. Take your hands back. And now just find a place here that feels comfortable. You can adjust your legs. We're going to lift ourselves up. And as you exhale, take maybe the right shoulder forward. And as you do that, you push the left hand into the thigh. Maybe the head turns to the left. And then we'll come up. And on the exhale, take the left shoulder forward, push the right hand into your thigh, turn your head. And we'll just do that a few times. So you inhale, come up. So we're just moving the shoulders. That's it. So hopefully maybe you're feeling a little stretch in the back. Okay. I'm going to change this just so slightly. So let's do an equal number. We'll take the left shoulder forward. And then we'll just come back to sitting for a moment. Good. You roll your shoulders. Okay. Yes. All right. Then we're going to just lift your shoulders up, lift yourself up. Now take the right shoulder forward again, but this time turn the right hand and push the thigh away. Turn your head. Heart to sit. Yeah. And come back up. Turn the right hand back. Bring the left shoulder forward, turn the left hand, push into that left thigh. And then just do this a few times on your own, just moving with your breath. You can use both hands, maybe are pushing into their respective thighs. Good. Okay, we're going to do one more like this. And so you do the right, the left, and then bring yourself back up. And once you come up, let's change the cross of the legs. And, if you need to prop up or separate, whatever you need to do, even cut the feet in. Sometimes that's nice. Okay, and then we'll take the hands back, lift yourself up, lift the shoulders up. This time, let's start with the left shoulder. You turn the left hand, left shoulder, and we're gonna come down as much as you can. You may even lay your chest on your right thigh. Push the left hand into the left thigh, and then come up, and we'll do that again. So we're going a lot lower, if that works. Turn your head. You're really feeling into what's happening in the back body, back of your shoulders. And if it's, too deep, do less. Good. Let's do one more on each side. So we started with the left shoulder. We're going to end with the right shoulder coming in. And then bring yourself up. Okay, I'm going to stay with this cross of the legs. If you need to change. That's fine. And bring the hands together, interlace, just give a little flip and just reach up. Yeah. And look up. Feel yourself get really long through the side body. Pull the fingers or the hands apart without taking them apart. You just pull. Now lean to the right. Good. And come up and lean to the left. And you can do this with bent elbows. Good. Let's do one more each side. It's the coming up. Feel yourself get nice and long. And then we open from there. Last one. Inhale up to center and release your hands down. Touch the earth. Bow your chin. Stretch your little legs out. And just give them a little bit of this. Okay, I'm going to come back to habitual cross-legged. Just your normal cross-legged. Yes. Okay. And then we're just going to put the hands. Now you can move the hands as we do this. We're going to lift ourselves up. Now, as you exhale, just start taking maybe right shoulder forward and then roll your chest over. And maybe the hands change as you come up. So you're moving your hands. You're finding this little bit of pressure into the legs. You're drawing your belly in when you come up, maybe. Just let it be here. Good. Let's do one more in this direction. And then we're just going to change directions. So you feel your shoulders, the back of the shoulder blades engage here. The wrists are moving, shoulders are moving. And you are enjoying, not overthinking. Good. Okay, I'm going to do one in each direction just to finish off. So just change your direction. And then we'll change your direction. Good. And then we'll just come to sit. Maybe you want to stretch your legs out again. That's fine. Beautiful, you guys. Really nice. Take a breath. Okay, I'm going to change the cross. Bring your hands back. We're going to change the interlace and flip and reach. You look up. Okay, you keep your arms up. I'm just going to bring mine down. I love this idea of feeling like, you're a toddler, your mom would pick you up, or you're grown up, whoever. Feel like they're picking you up right there. And you're just lengthening from there. Good. Inhale, press. This time as you exhale, turn to the left. Inhale to center. And exhale, turn to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Stay here, stay here, stay here. Release the hands into twist. Release your hands. Good. Okay. Good. Let's floss a little bit. So the right hand is at the left knee, left hand is behind you. Inhale. As you exhale, keep the hands, just turn the body. Maybe the head, and then you inhale back. And exhale to turn. So just do this a few times. Good, last one. Now we're going to end facing to the left. So you're in the twist. So end with the twist. Now reach your arms up to the sky. So when they're up, you don't have to bring the hands together. Just turn yourself to the right and then release the hands, find twist. And I'm just going to sneak in a change of the cross of the legs here. And then once you're settled, you inhale and exhale, flossing. Here, so the shoulders are moving, the head is moving. Feel all of that. You are inviting in, and we'll do one more. and facing to the right in the twist. Release your hands. Let's just pause. So if you want to stretch your legs out, that's fine. Just pause and feel. Okay, all right, let's take it onto your back. So if you want something, you can put your blanket through your head. And yeah, maybe bring a block nearby just so you have it. Just come onto your back. Okay, so here, friends, start with your knees bent. You're lying on your back, your head is supported, if that needs to happen. Hands wherever you like. And just take a nice breath in. Side out. Take your hands and find your hip creases. So right, your hip bones into the hip crease. And then with the fingers into that hip crease, press in until you feel like you're almost tilting, arching your back into this cow shape. And then press the low back into the floor until you feel like these hip creases lift up a little bit. It's such a small movement, friends. Just a small movement. It might not even be visible. You're not lifting your tush up off the floor. Just the tailbone is, if you think of your tailbone moving down and moving up. Good. Okay, that's it. Just this little bit movement here. We'll do one more. Good. And now bring it to the belly pressing down, tailbone lifting. I'm going to start to engage the feet. You can take your hands away from the hip crease if you like and put them out or down by your sides. I'm going to lift the tush up just a little bit off the floor. If I took my hands underneath, it would be maybe an inch. And then stay with that. Really feel your feet. Soften your glutes. So your feet are pressing down. Soften your glutes. Just take maybe 2 more breaths here. Every exhale. Can I soften my glutes? Okay, and we're going to start to take this little hip hammock for a walk. So hip swing to one side and then over to the other side. Yes, and feel that that foot is pushing down to lift the hip side to side. Good, okay. That's it, and then don't let the tush come down, but come back to center, and you can engage the feet. If you want to lift the hips a little higher, we're not going for full bridge, maybe a little higher. Soften the glutes. Soften the glutes. Soften the glutes. And now slowly lower down. You can get the cheeks to touch first. And then just feel that softness as you come all the way down. Okay, take your arms over your head, if that's okay for your shoulders. Just extend them there. Open your fingers, heel toe your feet for Windshield Wiper. Take a full inhale and then start to move into Windshield Wiper. Thank you. And just moving your knees side to side. Okay, stretch your fingers. Release your jaw. Good. Oh, yeah. That's it. Good. And then come to center. Let's keep the feet as wide as they are. Just drop the knees towards each other. Good. Okay, press your knees and your thighs towards each other. Find that pelvic tilt. So cow pose. Like you're dropping your tail towards the floor, and then start to, find the cat pose. Just a little bit here. You're not going super high. You're just moving your pelvis up and down. The knees are together, thighs are together. Maybe your arms are still over your head. Good. Let's do one more. Good. And then bring it down. We're going to move into Badakanasana. So separate the knees, soles of the feet together. If that's not happy for your inner thighs, really press the feet together. Good. Okay, drop your mid belly into the floor. I'm going to even rock my hips here a little bit in the Badakanasana, just moving side to side. All right, one more breath. And then lift your knees up, bring your knees into your chest, Hands come up and over. We're just going to hug these knees in and out a few times. Flex your feet. Okay, let's hug these knees in as tight as they're going to go for you. So interlace your fingers, maybe the wrists, elbows, forearms. Maybe none of that, and that's okay. Settle in. Drop your shoulders, drop your jaw. Drop your hip creases. That's one of those, I can do that. Yeah, feel that release. Good. And then keep your knees where they are. Take the arms out to the side. Okay, we're going to rock these knees side to side. So palms up or palms down. Inhale. As you exhale, take the knees maybe halfway to the right or almost to the floor. You know, just be very kind to your back. This is just like a back massage. So you might even find you want to lift your heels away from your hips a little bit. Good. That's it. Okay, that's it. Next time your knees come over to the right, let's drop them off. Come into your twist. You're going to take the right arm, lay it out to the side, and then bend it at the elbow. We're going to really plant that elbow, right elbow down. Lift the right shoulder and spin your chest a little bit more to the left. Maybe the head turns to the left and the right arm opens. Okay, breathe nice and fully. Take one more breath. Full breath in, full breath out, and then inhale and bring the knees up and over to the left side. You need to adjust your body, you'll do that. And then once you're there, left arm is extended out to the side. We'll bend the elbow, anchor, lift the left side of your chest. Move more into this twist. Breathing here. Good. More breath. Okay, good. I'm not going to use the block. From here, take your right arm all the way up and over to the left side. And then once you're here, let's just reopen that right arm again. Let's do that a few times. Just taking that full half circle over your head. Good. And last one, open your arms, move the knees over to the right. We'll just do the same thing. Left arm moving up and over. Just opening. Last one. And we'll take both arms, just lie on your right side. From here, you'll press yourself up. Bring yourself onto your mat. Let's just sit for a moment. I'm going to sit in Vajrasana. You know, you sit however works. It's all fine. We're just here. Just take a moment. Let your palms stay open. Maybe you take your gaze down the bridge of your nose. Good. Take one more breath. Okay, guys. We're going to go to hands and knees. And you can put your blanket underneath your knees if you like. Take your time. And yeah, okay. I think this is going to be okay. Let's start with a cat-cow. I'm going to open the knees apart, just hip distance. Tuck the little toes under. Spread your fingers. And then when you're ready, just start to move into cat-cow. And, you know, we started with this very stable cat-cow when you're on your back. So maybe it is just your hips moving. And you can let it travel all the way up. Nice and slow. Close your eyes if you like. Feel yourself moving in this way. Good. Okay, let's just do two more. Okay, and then find neutral. Time, we'll bring the knees right together. Good. I'm going to take the right leg and just stretch it straight out behind me. And just tuck the toes under. I'm very close to the wall. You can shimmy up. And just press back in front a few times. Yes. Okay, and then from here, come to your three-legged or three hands and knees. Just lift that right leg up. Yeah. Okay, well, let's take the left arm out. So balance on your right hand. Use your belly. Take the left arm out. Just extend. You can look forward. Feel the right toes are pointing down as best as you can. Good. And then we'll set the left hand down. Take this right leg over to the left. So it just kind of crosses over. And then maybe you turn your head and kind of say, oh, can I see my right foot? And I'm just going to rock front to back again. Good. Okay. Come back to keep your feet where they are, legs where they are. Turn your head back. We're going to drop this right knee down to the outside of this left shin. I'm going to put the tops of the feet down. Maybe the feet are going to come right together. And you might be like, oh, that's enough. Or you walk your hands back and see, can you come? Maybe the knees lift. You know, it is a balance. Doo-doo. See, but it really doesn't matter. You go wherever it is. Hands can stay on the floor. A lot is happening. Good. Okay. Come out. Walk your hands. Keep your legs where they are. Okay. I'm going to take the right leg out. Tuck the left toes under. I'm just kind of holding the right leg up. I'm going to step the right foot forward for lunge. So take the right hand, just for challenge, and then come up. We'll do a little rocking front to back. If this works and feels okay, you can always have your hands on the thigh or on the floor. Good. All right. Find your place here in lunge, and that could be totally vertical. It can be forward, reach your arms up. Good. And then we'll take the hands down, shift the hips back, straighten your right leg for this runner's lunge. If you need blocks, friends, take them. I'm going to shift my right foot forward. I'm just wiggling. Find your place. Breathe. Anchor that right heel down. Okay. One more breath. Okay, I'm going to try to bring that foot back, and my mat's coming too. I'm going to take it all the way back again. Now it's just going to be straight back. So just press back. And then bring yourself back to sit. And so if that's cross-legged. Okay, I'm actually going to, let me talk. I'm going to tuck my toes under and sit on the toes for a moment. Maybe you want to take a balance. That's fine. You don't have to. We'll take 2 breaths, however you're sitting. Okay, and then bring yourself back to your hands and your knees, and we'll do the second side. So have the knees together, toes tucked under, take the left leg, just take it out, toes on the ground. And once you're here, we'll just move front to back. And getting a little wrist stretch too. Maybe. Good. Okay, do one more. And then you're going to find your balance. So you can lift that left leg right up. The toes point down, you take a little peek. And then once you feel balanced, take the belly in, extend the right arm. You can look forward. Just extend through heel, through hand. Smile. And we'll set the right hand down. Take this left leg over and across. Place the toes down, and again, we'll just move front to back. Take one more. And we're going to drop that knee down. So we'll come back. The knee comes to the outside of this right shin. The tops of the feet come down. Maybe the feet come together. And then we walk the hands back. And just be here. It's all fine. Yes. Or you come, oh, what's going to happen? I don't know. Find it. Breathe it. Body. And release it. We create it, we destroy it. Good. Okay. Now what do you think? Oh yes, I'm gonna extend the leg out. It's gonna come into that lunge. So I'll take the left hand up, step the left foot, and then find your bent knee lunge. So you can make it what you need. We'll just move front to back. I'm gonna come up. So I'll take the hands at the heart. Be wherever you need to be here. Smile and breathe. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to lift the arms up in the air. If that's yours, do it. And then we'll swing the arms all the way down as you take the hips back and straighten this leg. And maybe, you might have to adjust yourself. So find this shape. Tush goes back. Heels grounding. I'm smiling like crazy because I really am feeling this today. So, yay. Good. Let's take 2 more breaths. And we're going to come back to that leg behind. So you find your way maybe back to lunge. And we'll take that leg back, stretch it back, and the knees down. Okay, I'm going to sit on the tops of the feet again. You sit however you like. Take a moment or two. Feel. Good. Okay. 1 more breath. Nice. Okay, guys, I'm going to come back to hands and knees just to roll over the toes. So come to hands and knees. We'll open the toes apart. The feet are in line with the knees. Toes are tucked under. You just walk your hands back, lift your knees up, and we'll do this like little front to back thing here. So knees can touch the floor or not. Heels might touch the floor or not. And just feel, if I walk my hands forward a little bit more, I get more stretch through the side body. Feel your shoulders moving here. Maybe you close your eyes and you just tune in. Oh, maybe I need a moment at the back. Maybe I need a moment in the front. Whatever works. Okay, that's it. And then we'll take this into a forward fold. So you walk your hands back if you like. Lift your hips up in the air. And we're going to come back to that forward fold we did at the beginning. So the feet stay on the floor and you walk your hands forward. Knees can be bent. It's all fine. And we'll just rock front to back a few times. You feel whatever this is. Good. Okay. That's it. So feel your feet are on the floor. And we'll just shift the hips back. The arms are extended out. You could even bend your knees. See if you can stick your butt out, but soften the glutes a little bit. And keep your left hand wherever it is. Take the right hand to the outside of this left shin. Yes. And we'll just settle back. You shift your hips over to the right a little bit, or maybe to the left. You'll feel good. Okay. And then bring yourself to center on your feet. Take the left hand, cross it in front of or over the right. Grab hold of your right shin. Drop down. Breathe, and then we're going to keep the left hand where it is. Sneak the right hand out. And then just be here in this, maybe you rock your hips. You just shift the hips back, whatever, explore. Good. And then both hands to the floor. Lift your head and your heart. And we're coming all the way up. So arms out. You can come up straight legs, bent legs, reach up. Touch your hands over your head and then release your hands in front of your heart or all the way down by your sides. Take a few moments to just be here. Yes. Good. Okay. So I'm at the back of my mat. I'm just going to assume we're all at the back of our mat. Take a look at your feet. We're going to move into tree pose. And if you need a wall or anything to support you, do that. Okay. So we're going to do this tree pose walk we did in class maybe, I don't know, a week or two ago. So you'll start by just feeling yourself nice and long through the feet, through the belly. Shift the weight onto the left foot, and we'll find tree pose on the right with the right foot either on the floor or at your shin or all the way up high to your thigh. Doesn't matter. Okay, once you're in it, we're here for a few breaths. You can reach your arms up or if you need to be holding on to something, it's fine. Feel that you can really engage the legs and the foot wherever it's touching. And then lift up like you're a toddler and someone's picking you up. Good. Soften your glutes a little bit back. 1 more breath. Okay, I'm going to release the hands to the heart and take this right foot and just step it forward. And then from here, I'm going to come right into tree. The left foot. So you take your time, feel your balance or no balance, Mercury retrograde, new moon, all these things, energies abound, not to mention, whatever's happening in your own life, in your own body right now. So feel yourself steady or inviting in steadiness. Good. Okay, let's take 2 more breaths, even if you're following. And then we're going to do 1 more on each foot. So release the hands, step the left foot, and then from here, take your time and find your tree. Whatever it is today, you just smile and go, that's interesting. That's just today. Okay. So once you're settled here, I'm aiming for 5 breaths on each leg. So you can even count that for yourself. There's settling. And then, okay, so I'm moving now, last side, the left foot in tree. It's like slowing everything down to be here, to be steady, to be present, to feel the energies, not the shape of the pose so much, what's happening inside. How are you finding your strength and your length? Your steadiness, even if you're not in balance today. Good. And then now I'm just releasing, coming to stand now at the front of the mat. Feel the heartbeat, the breath. Good. Okay. Inhale, sweep your arms up, look up. Exhale, fold into your forward fold and do, nice and slow. Honor this transition. Once the hands get down, you're down. Inhale, lift your head and your heart once you're here. Exhale and fold. Good. All right, little mini sun salute. Take your hands either side of your feet, and you could be on your blocks too. And we'll step the right foot all the way to the back. Yes, keep the right hand where it is. You could turn it out. You can even take it out to the side a little bit and lift the left arm up. And we'll just come into this twist. Really press out through your back heel. Push that left foot into the floor, extend through the left arm. Maybe you open it out to the right a little bit. Good. Okay, I'm going to take this left hand that's in the air, turn it to face my head. So the palm's facing my head. Take it up and over your ear maybe. 1 more breath. Okay, release. Hands to the floor. Okay, I'm going to take a little vinyasa. And if you don't want to do that, you just step back, child's pose, or sit. I'm coming to downward facing dog. Take a full breath. Now I did this 3-legged crazy dog thing the other day. So I'm going to do that here. We have the left foot forward. I'm going to lift the left leg up in the air and shift into plank here, 3-legged plank. So that might not be for everybody. Use your belly, shift yourself forward, and then you can drop the foot or you lower yourself down with the foot still in the air. And then you just go down. And if you didn't do that, who cares? We just are down. Good. Take a full breath in, full breath out. And we're going to come up for Cobra. So spread your fingers, extend your legs, one at a time, tops of the feet on the floor. All 10 toenails push down. Just lift the shoulders. Take the belly in. Now lift your head, your heart. And then when you feel it's time, the hands will push in. Maybe you keep coming, but keep the shoulders back, head back, shoulders back, head back. Good. 1 breath here. And on your exhale, release. Good. Let's do a reverse Cobra. So you keep the chest down, maybe your forehead is down or your head is there, and just lift your legs up off the floor. Stand through your feet. Good. Oh, maybe the arms come out to the side and we're like flying. 1 more breath. Okay, come down and rest. Just let your hands rest, your head rest, your feet flop. Take a full breath. Good. Let's take a little twist interlude in the middle of our sun salute. So bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Wiggle yourself side to side. Bring your legs right together. Okay, we're going to keep the right leg on the floor. Just bend at the left knee. Take this leg over to the right, just stretch it out, and then just shift side to side each leg. So we're just taking a little twisty shape here. Your hands are there to help you. Beautiful.
Okay, we started with the left. So end with your right leg and then come back. Okay, from here, I'm gonna tuck my toes under. I'm gonna press up, hands and knees. Then you maybe take a little, toes tucked under, child's pose, press back. And then we'll curl up to cat pose. As you inhale, curl up. And exhale, downward dog. Turn your inner elbows to face front. Engage your shoulders. So shoulder blades onto the back, and then there's a bit of a pushing out almost. Good, okay. So from here, friends, the right foot has to come forward. So if you need to walk both feet to the front and then do that, that's fine. I'm just gonna take the right foot and just push it there. So get into lunge here, however you are, right foot forward, left foot back. Left hand turns out a little bit, comes out to the side maybe, goes flat, or you stay on the pads of the fingers, lift the right arm up. And really be in your legs here, be in the arms, so you're pushing out through that back heel. The right foot is engaged, and maybe this right arm leans back to the left a little bit. You open your chest, through the legs, through the hips. Turn this right palm to face your head and start to take it up and towards, maybe the arm coming over the ear. Breathe like you love it. Good, and now take both hands down. I forget now. Oh yeah, we just stepped back to downward dog, that's right. Downward dog. Okay, I'm gonna do three-legged dog. So the right leg's up. Yogi's choice here. You can even just reach it up and then put it down. Or maybe you inhale to three-legged plank. I'm gonna take a breath here. Yes. And then we'll lower all the way down. Maybe that leg stays lifted. Oh, girl. Nice. Good. And then come down. Take a full breath in and out. And then prepare for your version of Cobra. So the legs can stretch back. Lift the shoulders. Place your hands. Come up for your version. Once you're in your version of Cobra, it could be really low. Just take some twisting here. Shoulder moving forward, reminiscent of what we did very opening of class. Good. Okay. Lower down. Let's do reverse Cobra. Okay. Feel this. Bring the legs together. Lift your legs up. Maybe they come right together like one leg. Maybe that chest lifts. You take your arms up to the side and look down. Breathe and rest. Rest well. Good. Beautiful. Feel your heart beating. Feel your inner energetics. Okay, our next pose is Makrasana, crocodile pose. So that's where we interlace the fingers and place them behind the head. So your legs, you might give them a little lengthening. They can even open wider apart. If your back is not happy, then open your legs apart. Okay, now interlace your fingers, pop them behind your head, lift your elbows. And then you lift your head into your hands. You lift the elbows. You have the fingers interlaced, like you want to pull them apart, like we did when we were lifting our arms up. Maybe your legs want to lift. Take one more breath. And then release, and put your hands on the floor, rest your forehead. Feel your inner energetics. So good. Okay, let's take a little twist interlude. Now bring your hands back to a place where they feel supportive. Walk your legs towards each other, and let's start with bend the right knee. Left leg stays on the floor, just take it over. Maybe you tap the floor or not, just twisting your back. Good, healthy way. And it says, oh, I love this. Good. All right, come back. Makrasana, second side. It's just opposite interlace. Adjust yourself. And then when you're ready, opposite interlace your fingers, lift the elbows, lift the belly, lift the head. Maybe the legs want to lift, it's fine. Spread the toes, breathe, push the head into the hands, pull the hands apart without letting them come apart. And release and rest. Whew. Good, good, good. Okay. Beautiful, guys. We're going to come up and back to child's pose. However you like it. Okay. That means like knees wide apart or knees together. If you like the toes tucked under, that's fine too. I'm really going to lengthen the arms. I'm actually clawing the floor with the fingers. See how long I can get through the sides of the waist. Good. Breathe here. We're going to take a twisted child in a moment. Good. All right, so you feel where your hands are, press them into the floor, just lift yourself up a little bit. If you need to walk the hands back through that. And then we'll walk the hands over to, I'm going to the left. I take the belly in, turn, and then see if you can come down more. Okay, so wherever your hands go, if you can go deeper, you walk them all the way to the side. I'm gonna take, so this is just maybe the right elbow comes into the left knee and you can catch hold of your left heel. Then you walk that left hand over your head. You can even just reach it, shift the hips to the right. There's a lot happening here. So wherever you are, you smile, embrace it. Yeah, beauty. Good. And then we'll release it. Come to your center in your child's pose for a moment. Feel the difference. Okay, and then inhale, lift your head and your heart, walk your hands to the right, wherever they're gonna go. Maybe you lift your belly, take it in, turn. And then if you wanna go deeper, and your hands can go all the way to the side, left elbow comes on the floor. I grab hold of this, but this is a lot, so it's all fine. I'll walk the hand up, maybe, breathe, and shift the hips away. We're over to the left side. Okay, release. Come back to child's pose. Maybe you wiggle your puppy tail a little bit here. And then let's take 5 breaths, and you might just do nothing, but just enjoy this deep flexion. When you were a little baby, we put you in your crib, this is how you slept. Good. One more breath. Good. All right, I'm just coming up to sit. I'm going to keep the eyes closed. I'm going to sit in Vajrasana. You sit however you like. And maybe turn the palms out. It's fine, like your quiet sit for a few moments. If you want to take mudra, thumb can touch the middle finger pad or the nail. Start to slow your breath down and feel into your posture. How can you align yourself from tail to crown of head? Let your jaw soften. And just before we leave this, take your dominant hand, hold your heart, bow into your heart. And then release your hands, open your eyes, and move onto your back. So we are going to move into Shavasana from here. We put the block under the hips first. So if there's anything you need to put on to get yourself comfortable, let's grab a little drink. And then once you're down, just be down for a moment on your back without putting the block in, just to feel all of that. If you need a windshield wiper, you need to release your back. As I say that, nobody's put their block in yet. I feel an egg beater's coming. We've got all this back stuff. So I'm just gonna hug the knees into the chest for a moment. Again, if you need a blanket under your head or under your hips, put it there. And then we'll take the arms down and just start to find your little egg beater action here with your legs. And it doesn't need to be super fast. It can be bigger than maybe you've done in the past. Like, oh, can I go a little bigger? A really big egg beater. Flip in those vegan eggs. And then the opposite way. Good. Okay, I'm going to go one time in each direction. That's great. Okay, I'll just hug the knees in, place the feet on the floor. Okay, I'm going to put the block in, but now I feel I want to do 3, just lifting the hips without the block. Now take the arms maybe over your head or down by your sides. You can put the block in, but if you feel like doing this with me, feet on the floor. We'll take a full inhale. As you exhale, press your mid back into the floor. And inhale, lift your hips. And this time we'll go so high, or whatever high you like. To go higher, actually lift my head and just put it back down as you go higher. And then exhale, keep your arms extending away as you lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. You come all the way down. I'm going to do 2 more. This time I'm going to bring my arms underneath my back, if that is there for you, or you keep them wherever you like. So inhale, come up, and then find, maybe if you're going to interlace your fingers, you walk the arms towards each other. Really feel your feet. Okay, so I'm lowering down. I'll take a moment to rest, and then I'll do 1 more and change the interlace of the fingers. Whatever way you're doing, all good. Find your Setu Bandha, your little bridge. Okay, and we'll release. Now I'm going to take the block, put the block under the hips, and whichever height you like for the block. I've gone to the highest height, but the lowest height works just as well. And then you can just hang out here. Maybe you let your feet go wider and you kind of drop open a little bit. See how you like that. And we can also bring the knees towards each other to pigeon toe the feet a little bit. They might touch, they might not. Okay. I'm just going to rock the knees in and out. Back massage action. Good. Okay. Good, guys. Well, so you can slip into Shavasana if you want to play on your block and take, 1 leg up or both legs up. I hold on to the block, make sure it's not going to go anywhere. You can play whatever you like, or just bring yourself into Shavasana, or just stay on the block for a few more moments. Good. Yeah, take your time. I'm actually going to move to legs up the wall for my Shavasana. It's an invitation. But otherwise, you set yourself up for a place to just absorb all that energy that's been released and felt, acknowledged, all of that. Yeah, tuck yourselves in, it's beautiful. We're going to aerobics in the 80s, early 90s. And at the end of class, they would turn off the lights and do like 3 minutes of stretching and then say, okay, good job, guys, and you clap. I always wanted that part to be longer. So yay yoga. Rest in your stillness and honor myself. I honor my practice. I honor this body as it is, knowing it is constantly changing and evolving and growing. I accept myself as I am right now, recognizing I am a work in progress. Shavasana.
Scanning your body, any place you're still holding tension. And dropping into your breath. Allowing the breath to begin to deepen. And then choosing if you want to stay here for longer. Begin to make little movements in any way that makes sense. Feel good, healing, nourishing. So you come to a rest on your side whenever you get there. Take a few moments there, don't rush it. Just needed seated for you to get here. Take your time. Once you do get here, you just take that this quiet space you've created. And you filled with your own good energies. You feel into this body, different than how you started. Even if it's just for this time and move on to your day. This kind of gets forgotten. So right here, you really acknowledge, oh, it's work I've done. I've honored myself and my body and woken things up, created space. And into that, when you're ready, you'll inhale to lengthen. And exhale to bring your hands to your heart and to bow your chin with great reverence. On your next inhalation, press the sit bones down, lengthen up through the crown of your head. Exhale this breath completely. And we'll seal this practice with our may we be blessed mantra. Inhale. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy and may we be happy. And into that, we'll inhale. Take a full breath in. Breathe into your hands. Get your breath. Put all of your love, your devotion, your good energies there. And then lift your chin and open your eyes to yourself. And offer it to each other, And take it. And just put it in. No matter what's happening today, you've got that. And it's there, your own protection. Namaste, yogis. Bravo. Thank you for being here and for playing yoga and all that good stuff. And thank you, all of you. So much love.